Are you ready for the annual Social Connections Summit? It's happening August 5th and 6th. This year's summit theme is all about building trust and connecting authentically. That's in both your personal and professional life. Experts, coaches, and social wellness practitioners from all over are going to gather to this one spectacular event to help bring the joy of connection, community, and camaraderie to you. If in your personal life you feel unsupported with your current social circles, or if you don't have a group of peers that are close to you in age and share your interests and lifestyles, if you feel shyness or anxiety when meeting new people, this event is for you. It's going to help you improve your personal life. And in your professional life, if you feel more like an outsider than a team member in the workplace, if you feel like you don't have peers at work that know what's important to you, or if you feel like you always have to go along to get along, you need to be at this event. I promise you, you will leave empowered with skills and knowledge to create the social, emotional support that you need in both your personal and professional life. You don't have to just be friendly at work. You can actually be friends. Come find out how. Don't wait. Get your tickets now. VIP ticket holders will receive private, personalized one-to-one coaching session from up to 3 different coaches of their choosing. That's right. VIP ticket holders will receive private, personalized coaching. If you've been afraid to invest in a coach, this is your opportunity to test drive. If you want an experiential learning environment like none other, where you're going to gain insight from world-class professionals, be empowered by personality tests like the Enneagram and DISC assessments, and have an opportunity to network and share your experiences with others who feel exactly as you do, get yourself to the annual Social Connections Summit happening August 5th and 6th. Go to patternsof possibility.com to get your tickets, or check the link in the show notes. I'll see you there. Hey, what's going on? My name's Coach Lee Hopkins. My pronouns are he, him, his, and you're listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. This is a podcast dedicated to helping you replace harmful patterns with new possibilities. In each episode, we'll explore topics that inspire you to be yourself, live your truth, and make lasting connections. In this episode, we're going to talk about what it means when a friendship ends. I mean, we know what it means, but what can we do when a friendship is over? It's ending, it's gone, there's no connection, nothing else is going to happen afterward, and you know it. I've got 5 tips for you to help start your healing process. Are you ready? Let's go. When a friendship ends, it can really, really hurt, even if it's toxic, even if the relationship is toxic and it's no good for you and you know it, and you have to let go. It's gone. You have your final last fight. It's over. You yell at each other, you scream, you say things that you mean with the most painful, hateful tone, or even you just stop talking to each other. But it's over. You know it's over. They can't take back the words that they said to you. The hurt that you feel will always stay. It will stay with you. And you know, without a doubt, it's super clear to you that they are not good for you and you are not good for them. And you deserve better. And perhaps you will do better. That's the key. I think that's the key. When your friendship ends, you stop looking back. You realize that there's something more that you want. There's something that you're not getting. And this person who you were connected to, you know, maybe for years, even decades, they are not capable of giving you that thing, that need, that desire that you want. You have to let go. And it sucks. I mean, it's not good. It doesn't feel good. Because anytime you have something that you're holding on to dearly, tightly, you believe in, you want, you cherish, and you have to unwillingly let go of it, it's taken from you. The universe is like, no, this isn't for you. But you're like, I've come accustomed to this thing. Please do not take it, universe. And snatch, gone. It hurts. Whether it was something that didn't feel good to you all the time, was something that upset you many times, it was yours. Now it's gone. I have five steps or 5 tips to help you start healing from this, because it's gone. And it's really, really hard. As humans, we don't like that change. We like things to be steady and stable. We like things to be predictable. And if your relationship with this person have been on and off, have been up and down, have been pretty good, and you're knocked out of the blue, it's a surprise to you that the relationship is over, then you have to get used to that change. So the first tip that I have for you is to embrace the change. Embrace the change. Friendships shift and life changes as we go on. When you let go, you're moving into a new chapter of your story. So you have to treat this new chapter with wonder and excitement and make the most of the new experience that you have. Make the most of it. Start asking yourself questions like, what could it be like to find someone new? What could it be like to explore by myself? It's a little scary, it's uncomfortable, but that's what makes life worth living. Doing those really small, uncomfortable, challenging things. Embrace the change. Embrace the change. Number 2, spot your patterns. Recognize what you were doing and not doing in your friendships that's contributing to that end. So whatever it is that you had done or not done, what they've said, take some time to reflect on that. Take some time to reflect on how often you fought, why you fought, or why didn't you fight? Were you stuffing your feelings and not talking about things that were important to you? And then perhaps they would show up in the actions that you have. They would show up in little spiteful comments. Were you doing something like that? This is an opportunity for you to reflect on your experiences with that person. Number 3, acknowledge the conflict. Now, it's hard to acknowledge conflict, but all healthy relationships have them. Everyone argues, everyone has disagreements, and it's not about avoiding these difficult conversations and disagreements, but it's about understanding how you manage those conflicts. So this kind of ties into the number 2 that I mentioned just a moment ago, but how do you handle the uncomfortable feelings that you have? Are you open enough to share with your friend? Or do you hold on to your feelings and they explode in a huge conflict? Or do you hold on to your feelings, you stuff them, and they come out in little snide remarks? You say little hurtful things to your friend and you just pass them off as jokes? This is a great opportunity to acknowledge the kind of conflicts that you may have had and how you deal with them. The healthiest conflicts, because they happen in every relationship, is to openly talk about how you feel. Share how you feel about the actions that they have done and have a conversation. Perhaps they are the ones who cannot handle the actions when you bring it up to them. Holding them responsible. Can you be held responsible for your actions? Are you able to hold them responsible for their actions? And how do you do it? Number 4, remember the whole relationship. All right, so for your healing process, do not just remember the good times. You have to remember the bad times and all the things that happened in between. Because it is a whole relationship of you and another person being authentic with each other. If that was not able to happen, if you're only remembering the good times and you're stuffing your feelings and you're thinking that, well, you know, they didn't mean this or they didn't mean that, and that's the good times for you, I'd like you to consider that when you're in a friendship or in a connection with people, you share how you feel and they're able to hear you. They're able to accept it without blaming you, without shaming you, without trying to make you feel small. They're excited to know what you think and feel. Remember the whole relationship. Did your friend do those things for you? Did you do those things for your friend? Be real and be honest with yourself. In this space, this is where you can heal. The final one, number five, get some distance. If the end of your relationship happened fairly recently and the emotions are raw, take some time to distance yourself from the situation. Take your time to distance yourself from the person or associated persons. Now, I want to make sure that you know that taking time away is not you shrinking away, not you shying away, not you trying to avoid how other people might judge you. It's not about that. Taking time away is to recoup and recalibrate your own emotions. It's for you to have space away from the intensity of the emotion that you feel, or the emotions that you feel when you've just lost someone that's important to you. So what people invite you out to different places and they might guilt you and try to get you to come out. Oh, you were friends with them, but it's okay. You could be friends in this group. You can forget about them. No, if it doesn't feel good to you, then don't do it. What you really need to do is recalibrate and get in touch with yourself. Feel comfortable with you and your own skin and your own actions, and don't be pushed into being in places that you don't want to be. Don't be pushed into getting over a situation that you haven't quite dealt with just yet. You have to feel through it and not just get over it by doing something else. Or else it'll be back again. Or else you complete this pattern of getting in a relationship or connection, a friendship with somebody who you'll likely break up with, or you'll likely fight with, because you haven't really processed and learned what it is that you need and how to spot the behaviors or the patterns, whatever it is that you need, your needs, negotiables, your nevers, all those things. You haven't spotted that. You haven't figured out what it is. You just realize that you feel lonely and you go out and you try to connect with somebody who does the same things as the friendship that you created before. I implore you to take some time, get some distance. Don't do that. Spend some time with yourself, heal your heart, and figure out exactly what it is that you need. And I know that none of these suggestions are easy. They're not fun. It's not a quick fix, but it is going to help you discover more about you and what it is that you need in your life. Again, the first one is to embrace the change. The second one is to spot your patterns. The third is to acknowledge the conflict. The fourth is to remember the whole relationship. And the fifth is to get some distance. Your friendship may be over, but this is not the end. There is much, much more to come, my friend. I'll be right back with the answer Reddit question. All right, now it's time for the Reddit friendship advice question. If you have a friendship advice question that you think I should answer, tag me in it on Reddit. My handle is Brilliant and Resilient. That's Brilliant, the letter N, Resilient. Is it okay to end a friendship for any reason? The question, is it okay to end a friendship on your terms for any reason? Does it make someone a bad person to end a friendship even if you feel you're not a good match? And that's it. That's the end of it. That's such a short post, but I grabbed that, of course, because I wanted to look at the comments. And the first comment says, it's wrong to stay in a friendship you don't feel you belong in. Some are toxic and some we outgrow. That's been the most upvoted. The other person says, always inform someone before you end things, so the other person can have peace of mind and not overthink that they did something wrong. That's like that's the second most upvoted person. And I would just like to say that I have feelings about both of the comments. The first comment, it's wrong to stay in a friendship you don't feel you belong in. Some are toxic, some we outgrow. I like the idea of leaving a friendship that doesn't fit you. I like the idea. What grabs me right here is the right and wrongness of it, the value judgment. Is it wrong to do this thing? Is it right to do this thing? No, let's not consult other people and what other people are thinking and feeling. But I'd like to empower you to consult yourself. How does it feel to be in this relationship? Does it suck? Get out, if that's what you want. If it sucks and you believe that you want to spend all the time and energy to change it, then go ahead. How does it feel to do that? Are you not successful in doing that? Then what's your next step? I hope that makes sense to you. If you realize that you're in a friendship you feel you don't belong in, I'd ask you to consider this. This is how I move. This is how I make decisions. This is how I decide whether I want people in my life and whether I want to try and be in other people's lives, right? I think about the benefit to it. We are humans, and it's natural for us to do things in our benefit. We may not notice it, but when we act in our benefit, we're consciously acting in alignment with our actions, with our feelings and our actions are aligned. We do the things that benefit us and we feel good about them. Our values are aligned with our actions, however you want to express it, how it benefits you, the things that you value, the things that are important to you, you move towards those. These things are valuable to you because they benefit you in some way. That's how I think about it. So with that said, it's wrong to stay in a friendship you don't feel like you belong in. Perhaps saying it doesn't feel good. Does it benefit you? How does it benefit you if you're still in a friendship where it doesn't feel good to you? How is it benefiting you? Perhaps it is benefiting you by pulling you away from actually being out there and possibly being rejected by people you really want to be connected with. So you spend time and energy trying to change this person who doesn't fit your needs. So you don't have to be rejected by people you actually really want to be with. And you can blame everything on that person that doesn't fit your needs. You're like, see, you should change this. You should be that. I don't like this about you. You spend that energy trying to turn them into somebody you want them to be, instead of going to places in which you can be around people who actually want to be around with you because you're afraid of the rejection that could happen. I don't know. That's just one of the things that could happen if you're in a friendship that you feel that you don't belong in. That's just one of those things. So I wouldn't say that it's wrong, because if you say that it's wrong or it's right, you might be doing something that is not driven by your own value system. And we always want to be in places in which we are driven by our own value. We're in alignment with the actions. We're in alignment with our own values. We behave the way we feel, right? It always comes from within. So that's what I think about that one. And the second one here, always inform someone before you end things so the person can have peace of mind and not overthink that they did something wrong. All right. Okay. Yeah. No. No. It's nice. It's a courtesy of you to tell people what they have done. It's a courtesy for you. But if you're the person who just cannot express your feelings, if you're having so much difficulty with it, the other person is going to get over it. If you're stuck in a friendship or a connection with somebody who just cannot hear you or committed to arguing with you, do not try and convince them. They're going to try and convince you that you're not going to find anybody better than them, and they're going to try to pull you into their friendship with them. They're going to be committed to not hearing you, committed to making sure that you feel dismissed. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't. As a person who has been ghosted, as a person who has ghosted people, I've been on both sides of the fence, and I know it's difficult to sum up the right words to say the things. Take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. That is rule number one. That will always be rule number one here at this podcast. Every time, take care of yourself before you take care of everybody else. Before you take care of anyone else. See, I had been ghosted in the worst way. Somebody just absolutely stopped talking to me in the middle of a conversation. They were just done. gone. They left the entire venue. Gone. And I didn't die. That's the thing. I didn't die. I had to deal with the overthinking. I had to deal with the emotions that went to it, the rejection, but that was my piece. That was the thing that I owned, and I became better because of it. So, take care of yourself first before you try and take care of anybody else. If you have the words, if you have the knowledge, if you have the ability to muster, if you have the courage to muster why you feel the way you do and why you want to end the relationship and the connection with somebody, then do it. But if you do not, if you can't, if it hurts you, if you're way too afraid, then go away. Go. Take care of yourself first. The other person will figure it out. I guarantee you they will figure it out. I guarantee you. Don't let that stop you from ending a friendship or a connection that doesn't serve you, that doesn't feel good to you because you don't know how to tell them. You think you have to tell them. You're not responsible for their feelings. It's very nice of you to try. It's very nice of you to give information, but if you don't have it, don't. So, yeah, that's my take on it. So, is it okay to end the friendship for any reason? Yes! End that. Goodbye. End it. Again, if it doesn't serve you, if it doesn't align with your values, if you don't feel good while you're connected with these people, if you feel like an obligation, then let go for any reason. The only thing that you need to understand is that it doesn't feel good in this space and you do not want to be here any longer. Honor yourself. Go away. Friendships are joyful connections with others who draw us towards them because they give us a sense of joy, excitement, understanding. And if you are connected with somebody who doesn't do that for you, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Redditor, thank you so much for asking your question. I know that you didn't ask me to answer it, but I did, and I hope that it helps. Best of luck to you. Take care. My name is Coach Lee Hopkins, and you have been listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. You can find me at patternsofpossibility.com and on all social media at Patterns of Possibility. And as always, I want to encourage you to be yourself, live your truth, and there you'll make lasting friendships.